Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the Omniverse Chronicles Star Wars, Force, and Destiny. I am very excited about today's episode. We're all very excited, also a little stressed, but luckily I'm here with just the best cast that I could ever ask for. Please, everyone, just go around and very quickly introduce yourselves. Remind everyone who you are.
Hi, everybody. I am Andrew Mours, at Andrew Mours on Twitter, at Andrew G. Mours on Instagram, and it is a pleasure to be here.
Hello, everybody. I am Will. Live analysis on the various places. Let's 7 episodes. We get into the combat. We get into the bit that I have dumped near 300 XP on at this point. Let's go, everyone. I'm ready.
We are going to drop you like the sweetest, most naive nuke on our enemies.
You know the ending of Doctor Strangelove?
Reverse. Hi,
We're just
everyone.
gonna push you out of the helicopter like the Hulk.
It is plausible. We have a way to drop him. We have a way. Should I do my intro?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah,
Hi everyone. I'm Percy Davis at Big Percy Universe on the Twitters and everything. Professional wrestler, commentator, guy with the hair. Yes, I'm the guy with the hair. Y'all, 7 episodes, just like real life Star Wars. How the hell did we get here? How the hell did we get here?
Choices.
And I'm Rev. You can find me at Rev Deshane on Twitter. I am the producer and GM of the Crit Show, which is the channel you're looking at right now. And earlier today, it was almost 60 degrees, and I took Harvey for a walk. He loved it.
Nice. And I'm Kim Dalton. You can find me on Twitter at Kim_Dalton. Rev is the producer of the Crit Show. I'm the producer of the actual stream that you're watching right now, the Omniverse Chronicles. And why, yes, I did indeed change my background to red for no reason. I'm going to pass it to Andrew.
No reason whatsoever. So, welcome to the Omniverse Chronicles Force and Destiny, everybody. The show where Utambu gets run over by a truck at least once every 3 episodes. We hit our quota last episode, so hopefully he should be fine this episode. We'll see what happens.
Utambu got ran over by a back to tank. And then he got ran over by a Chandra fan.
Named Pig.
Same pig.
What a wonderful show we had last week. I was on the edge of my seats, and I was running the thing. So I am just ecstatic for what these wonderful players are going to get up to tonight. Specifically one of them, but we'll get into the details of that in a little bit. I think we should go ahead and start with the conflict resolution is the word I was looking for.
Found it.
We should start with the conflict resolution from last session. A couple of you didn't really generate much conflict. Kanan and Rendul, I think you two were pretty much good boys the whole time, and it was wonderful to watch. So you guys can just roll a straight D10. Okay. Utambu, you were fighting a Chandra fan named Pig, and you wanted to pull your lightsaber to you, and the only way you could do that was tap into the dark side. So you did that. You wanted to hurl a crate at Pig, and the only way you could do that was to tap into the dark side. So you did that. And you say you learned your lesson. Utambu literally said he learned a lesson from it. But let's see how much of a lesson he actually learned. I think you generated 6 conflict from your choices in that combat. So you will roll a D10 minus 6. Kim.
Yep.
I'll have you roll later. Everyone go ahead and roll for your morality.
What do you mean later? What do you mean?
So Andrew, I rolled a 10, putting me at, I think, 90. I think.
The best boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, best boy, Kanan Odebrand.
He can cut off a hand and still be best boy.
That's our boy. That's our boy.
If I'm checking, this gives me +2 to my strain threshold.
I believe that is correct.
Yep. Okay.
I do love that. It's the magic of Star Wars, where he can make objectively the worst decisions and still be the
fine.
best boy.
Best boy.
Check out this unconscious woman. Let me just whap. This is great. This is fine.
I made an oopsie. I'll do better next time. Does better next time. He does better next time.
First, I have to say I am thoroughly impressed by how much you sounded like Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap right then.
Sure.
Oh god.
I don't watch
I gotta
movies.
say, assuming that I generate, let's assume that I generate no conflict this session at all. Let's just assume for the sake of argument. I have a 1 in 10 chance of starting next session at 100, at 100 morality. 1 in 10 chance.
What that really just means is now you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're
mathematical
unhinged.
Possibility.
What are you gonna drop down to? 80?
Just start
Yeah.
going on murder speed. I'll still be a light side paragon.
We've proven at this point that Will is untouchable by the dark side of the Force. So
I put in corruptible bits into his backstory and he was just like, nah, good. I'm chill.
So Rev, how about Rendual?
I got an 8.
Nice.
That's
That brings me
his
to-
best.
84.
84. All right. So Rendual, also on the light side Paragon track as well, but not to the same threshold that
Yeah.
Will has now gotten to.
And just fucking ascends.
Don't give away the ending to this show,
Everyone
where
help!
Kanan just starts rising up to the heavens of Coruscant. Now, how about Utambu?
Firstly, there's no heaven in Coruscant. And second, Utambu did learn a lesson because he rolled a 6.
6 minus 6. No change to Utambu's morality. I think that makes sense. He made some mistakes, but he grew from them. And now, I'd like you to each roll me a force die. Let's generate our pool for tonight. Before I do that, though, Percy, what are you at right now in total morality? You're still a paragon, right?
88.
88. Why did I bother asking?
The second best boy.
So we
But-
have
Happily.
3 light side points automatically jumping into the pool, and you might need them tonight. What'd y'all get?
2 light side.
2 light side. Kim?
2 light side. I'm good.
I got 1 dark side.
1
Cool.
dark
We can work
side.
this. We can do this. We can do this.
Purse.
1 dark side.
Okay, guys, you're kind of letting the side down. You're kind of letting it down.
And Rev.
2 light side.
Yes, my man. Let's go.
That gives us 7 light and 2 dark.
Ooh.
Good. It's good. It's a good base. It's a good base. We got this. We got this, guys. We got this.
You guys do a good job of starting with quite a big bank
Yeah.
of light side points.
And then we
Each
just
session.
spend them.
Emphasis
they're
on
there for.
starting, yeah.
I think we should just dive right in. We're going to start in a dark room in the Jedi Temple. Kim, Laura's eyes sluggishly open and hazily focus on the figure in front of her. A few terse words are exchanged, and you see the figure turn and start walking away from you. This is the tall, hulking Zabrak that you were in combat with just hours before, or perhaps days. You don't know how long you've been down here at this point. But he turns around to face you and grins. So, you're going to tell me what it is you're doing here?
I think your first estimation of me was correct. I'm the stupid one. They don't tell me anything.
And at that, he stretches out his hand towards you, and a bolt of lightning starts coursing through your body. You feel pain lighting up every area, from your fingertips to the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. It keeps going for a few seconds, and then you feel it stop. I'm going to ask you again nicely, and you had better tell me the truth.
Where's my brother?
Another bolt of lightning hits you in the chest. You feel it coursing through every vein of your body. I'm going to ask you again nicely, and you better tell me the truth. Why are you here? And at this, Kim, I want you to roll me a discipline check. The difficulty is 2 red.
My discipline is not great. But I'm going to spend a point to try to make this a little better.
And I think we
A
could
light
tell
side
from
point has been flipped.
I think we could tell from the whole running away thing about the discipline, but it's
Cool.
talk about that later.
So, 2 successes, 1 threat, 1 despair.
Oh, great.
Spare.
Well, that's still 2 successes.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So
Could
at
be better.
that, you feel yourself stealing your resolve, and you do not feel compelled to answer his question in any way, but from your despair, your morality drops by 5.
Cool. Can I use a force power really quickly?
Oh, yes. What would you like to do?
I would like to try to use my misdirect. And that is 1 light side, 1 dark side, because my force rating is now 2. So I rolled 2 force die every time I try one of these. And so as I am shaking off that wave of lightning, I look up at him and assume the guise of Torsion, the woman with red hair that I saw him speaking to earlier. And I just sort of smile a little bit and say in her voice, "Didn't I tell you to stop playing with your pets?"
Go ahead and roll me a hard deception check, but give yourself a blue die to this.
Sure. Is it just 3 purples for him?
Or yeah, that's 3 purples. However, I should ask you before you roll that check, what is your goal here? Do you want to convince him that you are Torsion, or are you trying to mess with his head? What do you
I am
want
not
to come
trying
out
to
of this?
convince him that I'm Torsion. I'm really just trying to be an asshole as much as possible to this man.
Okay, in that case, we're not going to do deception. We are going to do. I don't think this needs to be a roll then,
Yeah.
because there's no.
Roll to be an asshole.
I'm just being recalcitrant.
All right. Man. All right. So he grins at you. Who's playing now? Oh boy. and you hear a door behind you slide open. You try to turn your head, but you can't see behind you. You hear footsteps coming up. Two can play at that game. And you feel a hand on your side for just a moment. And then you feel electricity pulsing out of that hand and coursing through your body again. It lasts for a few seconds, and you find yourself panting for breath when it stops. And then you see Kip step around you and stand behind this Zabrak. You wish to play with faces familiar to the two of us. Let us play.
I just look at Kip. Are you all right? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt you. Are you okay?
As if you care. I'll leave the two of you alone. It seems you have some catching up to do. And the Zabrak turns and strides out of the room.
What do you mean, as if I care?
He takes a step towards you. You left. You left all of us here to chase after your stupid dream of power. You left me here to try and take care of Mom and take care of our brothers and sisters, as if you gave a damn about any of us or what happens to any of us. And he reaches out and punches you across the side of the face. You feel little bits of electricity coursing off of his fist as it hits you in the face.
You always told me to pursue an opportunity, and that's what I did. There wasn't a moment that I didn't think about you and about Mom and about our family.
And look what has happened to our family. And he reaches out and places the palm of his shock glove on your chest, and you feel electricity coursing through your body once again.
I want to use another force power.
Okay.
I would... let me roll for it first.
Force Fast and the Furious, because they're all about family.
2 light side, 1 dark side. So I'm going to spend light side with a newest force power, Influence. May attempt to guide, shape, and even twist the thoughts and feelings of others.
What do you want to do in Kip's mind?
I want to imbue him with love. The love that a brother has for his favorite little sister.
Go ahead and roll me a discipline check. 1 red, 1 purple.
I'm spending another destiny point.
5 light, 4 dark.
Even wash. Almost. 2 threats. That's
2
it.
threats. All right, so you try to do this, and it's as if you held a candle to a large black cloud in an attempt to have that light permeate the cloud, but instead the cloud swallows up that light. You feel that love that you were trying to extend into your brother's mind get swallowed up with hatred. And instead of the love that you were trying to make him feel, you feel hatred swelling up within your mind. He gets really close and says, "You were always the one who took care of everybody. Without you, everything fell apart and fell apart quickly. If you had been here, it could have been different, but no, you had to chase your dreams. No, you had to start thinking about Laura first. And with that, he places the hand on your shoulder, and you feel electricity coursing through you one more time. I'm going to need you to make another discipline check.
Two failures.
2 failures. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
6.
6. Okay, your morality drops by another 4 points.
Okay.
Why do I even bother? You don't care.
Of course I care.
Where the hell have you been?
Where the hell have you been? I come back and no one's heard from you for 4 months?
I have been trying to take care of things here. Who do you think keeps Mom's coffers full? Who do you think keeps food on the table?
I bet you knew exactly who you were getting into bed with when you started working with these people.
Of course I knew who I was getting into bed with. You don't get into a gang like this without knowing what you're doing.
Then you're stupider than I thought.
I'm stupid. I'm the stupid one, sure. Sure, I'm the provider. I am the one who now has the power. And you see him lift the hand up as if to put it on you again, but he draws his fist back in rage. I'm going to make sure that this family is taken care of with or without your help. So get on board or die.
You wouldn't kill me.
You're a weakness. If you won't help me, you're holding me back.
I know this isn't you. Just let me out of here and we can both go. I shouldn't have left you behind. That was my mistake, and I'm not going to do it again. I love you, and I'm not leaving here without you.
Roll a charm. Difficulty 3 purple.
One failure, one threat.
You're not leaving here at all. And at that, the door slides open once again. You hear a voice behind you say, "Oh, little one, if you keep listening to Fien, you're never going to get anywhere in this life. Leave us." And Kip glances around you, and you see him start to say something and then shut his mouth. He nods and walks out of the room.
Can I
And
try
this-
one thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, you're allowed to tell me that I can't do this, but I will spend a destiny point for this. And there has been
Okay.
precedence of this happening with amongst siblings. I want to spend a destiny point plus my influence just to reach out telepathically to Kip to commune just a single sentence. And that's "I love you."
All right. The point has been flipped, and he hears that in his head as he walks out of the room. A tall, red-headed woman strides around you, uses her index finger to just kind of lift your chin up to look at her. My poor dear, what have they been doing to you?
I promise I'm normally much prettier than this.
I don't doubt it. Boys and their savage ways, I try to get them to stop, but sometimes they think the only way to get through someone is violence. But we know better, don't we? We know that there are ways of the mind, and we know that civilized conversation is much more effective.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
But why? Why aren't you going to tell me anything? I've done nothing to you. I've stopped your tormentors from doing their brutish things.
And you did that out of the kindness of your heart, yeah?
I did it because I think you have a purpose. I think you have a role to play in all of this. Don't you? Don't you want to fulfill your destiny, Laura?
I don't even know if I have one at this point.
My dear, destiny is what we make it. I saw my whole family burn. I saw an impressive fleet, one that brought the Republic to its knees, destroyed. And it seemed as though my destiny was over, but destiny is what we make it, and I have made mine. You can make yours as well.
What do you want?
My dear, what I want is immaterial. What do you want?
I want my brother back.
You can have your brother.
The way he used to be.
Some things... Some things are impossibilities. Some people, once they start down a certain track, they can't be pulled back.
I don't believe that.
Don't you? And you feel a strange energy coursing around you and probing at your mind. And you hear her words, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, echoing across your mind. I want you to go ahead and roll me another discipline check. This time, the difficulty is 4 reds.
Zoink, Scoob.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, homies.
Not good.
Things could certainly be better than that.
1 failure, 2 threats.
Oh boy.
That could have been much worse. Okay. So from the threats, you take 2 points of strain coursing through you as you feel yourself just getting more and more worn down. And for your failure, go ahead and roll me another d10.
Laura's taking the dark side speedrun approach.
9.
3.
A 9. Okay.
Any
The
percent.
morality goes up by 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it goes up?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take a few minutes off your speedrun time, though.
Okay.
You have a choice to make. Fien, over there, you've met Fien.
Familiar?
If it were up to him, you'll never leave this room, alive or otherwise. But he listens to me. He obeys me. Stand by my side, and we'll walk out of here.
I can't do that.
But why? What could be so important?
I don't even know anymore.
Stretches out a hand and wipes away the tears on your face. My dear, don't cry. It's going to be all right, I promise you. And when you swear allegiance to me, it will be willingly. We're going to cut over to Rendul, Utambu, and Will.
Kanan, if that's okay.
Yeah. No, character
It's
name
like,
change.
the
it happens.
fuck am I doing here?
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's a LARPer in our midst.
Oh God, I hate lappers. No, you're not a real Jedi. The little stick with the foam on it that means nothing. I'm sorry.
Hey, can we call a time freeze real quick?
I just have this image of like a real lightsaber hilt, and you push it, and just foam comes out. Like, oh
You
no!
can get foam like LARP safe lightsabers. They're a thing. They're not like extendable, but like I've seen like people who just make props that are foam lightsabers, and yeah, people use them. They exist. Would use it in Coruscant, but you know it's a thing.
No,
I'm
I'm gonna
locked in.
pass. I'm gonna pass the buck to you guys. You tell me what's happening here. When we left, the three of you, and left the, the headquarters of the core rats, you were saying, core rats, it's time to move out.
Yeah, transform and roll out.
So go ahead and spell out for me what this all looks like and where you all are, what you're doing, that sort of thing.
I think that Kanan is absolutely refusing to let any of our number be anywhere but at the head of the charge. We're fucking Jedi Knights. We lead the charge. That's what Knights do. If you want to stay behind, nah, not on. So I feel like
I mean,
at least trying to encourage that.
yeah, because that totally takes away our whole stealth
We're not-
mission to find Laura.
Well, we're not. I mean, like on the approach to the building, right? Like when we're coming right out of the gate, because they're all like hyped up on like, oh yeah, these Jedi are awesome because we did the crazy stuff. Like
Yeah.
for at least this part, he's like, okay, image guys, we got to at least we got to be at least the first ones out the gate, if we're not the first people to arrive, right? That's kind of where his head's at.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I think we've talked about this so to a good amount of detail off mic, and have not come to an agreement on how to handle this. But it kind of seems like the consensus is that we send the core rats in, and we get picked up and go in through the secret entrance and try to stealth to Laura. The alternative to that was to have one of us go with the core rats and try to draw attention, hopefully drawing one of the heads there so that we don't find them all at the same time.
Could you use? I don't know if this is a meta question, but could you use your seeker power to tell if that's a thing we have to worry about? Because if you can seek the enemy force users, then maybe
It
we
has
might
to be
not be able to.
someone that I'm familiar with, I believe, for a person. Well, that, and it only gives me the direction.
Right.
So like they would all be the same direction right now.
I believe one of the best ideas we can do is ask the Korats what they have. Surely, the way that they battle with intelligence and sneakiness, they must have some form of traps, ways to catch them off guard, maybe even ordnance to drop on them. Because Utambu is also kind of in the middle of it too, because he agrees with Kanan in regards to we're Jedi. We should be the first thing that these guys see to know that, so the Thrax Syndicate knows, hey, this is serious. Y'all are gonna die if you don't get out of here. But we should also try to utilize some kind of espionage, some kind of guerrilla warfare tactics, and Utambu's kind of giving a little bit of it up to the Korats to at least give him some idea of what they are capable of.
Yeah, because if we are seen by the Thrax Syndicate,
all guns on us immediately.
well, not even that, but the element of, oh, there are Jedi at our temple will be known by the bosses. So if that's the case, then
I think the three of us are definitely going sneak mission.
Yeah.
Because this is the second that they see Jedi at the gates.
Jedi at the gates. Lower the drawbridge.
Grunt.
Now, if there's things that you want the Korats to have or to be able to do, you still have 4 light side points.
Yeah, but you have 5 dark side points.
Kim, do you have suggestions?
No, man, you got this.
No.
Because the force points are a player thing, not a character thing. You can help with this. Kim, please. If you have an idea, let's go.
So we're at 4 and 5 right now, light and dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the first thing we should do is like ask them what they can do.
How many light side points I gotta flip for them to have a tank?
Oh, cool.
I'm flipping. So Utambu says that, of course, the Korats must have some kind of offensive weaponry or something that the Thrax Syndicate is not aware of, something they don't know. Is it Pig or Tiger who's in charge? Is Pig awake? Is Pig still?
Tiger's in charge.
Tiger's in charge. Mr.
Pig is awake at this point.
Gotcha. Mr. Tiger, is there any sort of munitions and such that we could possibly use that they wouldn't know about?
Well, there is that. And you see Jake
Points to a Sherman.
rolling up in
Oh, that's Panzer Division.
oh gosh, I can't think what is the old Republic equivalent of like not an ATST.
That's the big one actually. The ATT.
Sabaton playing in the distance.
But yeah, you see him rolling up in a little tank, and I am pulling up the stats for it, and someone just turned off the lights to my office. Real quick aside, when my house was built, I don't understand what was happening. This office space was created, and the light switch was put on the outside of the office. So one of my son's favorite things to do when I'm working from home is come and start flicking the light switch up and down and up and down and up and down to create a strobe light effect and attempt to give me a seizure. And now someone just did that, and I don't know who it could have been. Probably one of the twins. Anyway, so I will pull up the stats for an Old Republic style tank as Jake rolls up in that.
Oh, that.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Can everyone hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
Not just you.
Oh boy. Y'all like Domi Arigato, Mr. Roboto that real bad.
How about now?
Yeah, now you're good.
Yeah, it's better.
Am I better?
Damo Origato Utambo Robatu.
I am Utambu.
Would you like to
Force
play a
user.
game?
He's got a secret.
Would you like to repeat that, Utambu?
I don't know what I said.
Good.
So
I think it was probably lines to the vibe of what the fuck is that thing?
yeah, no,
Probably.
that could work with minimal casualties as well, which is what we were wanting.
Anything to make as big a distraction as possible while we, the Jedi elite, go in through the... I'll pull up the data pad. The vents, and we'll find our friend, save her, defeat the bad guys, and save the day. With only a lot of bad guys to get through.
It's right. You're gonna follow me? And you turn and you see Pig there, polishing his vibro axe. I can lead you right through the vents.
We also have a plan of some of the more secretive vents that lead all the way down that we were given by a friend of ours. So if you want to,
Oh,
you know, because we got to get down there and save our friend and save the day as well.
sure. Toss him to me. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, that's just because is Kanan smart enough to insight check that? I'll kind of like show him them on the data pad and kind of like point out where they are. Because some writer said that there was like a vent that could like you could like abseil down if I recall correctly, or like do some like there's like a fast travel vent that got like real low into where all the weird shit was happening.
We got our climbing equipment for, correct?
Yeah, we all bought climb
Yeah.
equipment for that as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can see on the chart,
So you're saying you want to go in high and slide down real fast?
That's correct.
Do you have a
Yes.
better suggestion?
Okay. We're gonna need a skip boat or something to get us up high. Unless you want to scale the tower, well, our forces attack. That might take a while.
seems too long. I could probably like do that, but the others maybe not.
Cannot
We
climb
actually-
upside down.
Do have a contact that's got a ship.
Good. Call him.
Okay.
We've got him on like speed dial by this point. I gotta-
Yeah, really.
Hey, buddy.
One of the one of the flights, we were just all exchanging numbers.
Oh,
yeah, so I will. Yeah, I will absolutely give him a call.
Hello.
Hey, how's my favorite pilot?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. How are you?
Good, good. Getting ready to. Well, probably the less you know, the better. You still around?
Oh, sure. I'm still on Coruscant.
This would be kind of a drop off, pretty similar to where you dropped us off last time.
Oh, get ready to jump, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Oh, well, I can handle that. Where you want me to pick you up and when?
I'll give him the kind of drop him the coordinates on the data pad. Outside here, as fast as you can get here.
I'm on my way.
I fucking love this
Guys,
guy.
this guy's so good, and he's our best friend. And every time he
He's-
shows up, I die a little inside.
Love this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you know Kip, you know Jax. Pax.
That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Pax is his name.
I wanted to say Kipper. I wanted to say Jax.
Yes, we know all three of them.
Yes. Keep going.
They're brothers. Cax, Jax, and Pax. It's like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They got uncles. Anyway.
I don't normally trust that guy myself, but whatever.
He's
He's
been
done right.
Yeah.
He's done right by us many times. And I don't know how close exactly he is to Miss Laura, but I know he would want to help us.
All right, well, if I have to shoot him, I will. Just putting it out there.
Okay.
You have to shoot him. Things have gone direly wrong, and I think that's the least of our worries.
And before you know it, Pax's ship pulls up. What else are you guys doing? Are you just setting off the core rats to do their thing, and you want to dive right in?
Well, they've also got a tank, so
They do.
kinda yeah. Uh, general idea is like have the Korats, I think, behave as if this is like another gang riot. So like all of the Thrax syndicates, like ground troops will be engaged because obviously, but the Jedi probably like gang activity again, and they'll just do their thing because that's what they normally do, right? Because like a bunch of Jedi who've just a bunch of Sith who have just captured a Jedi aren't gonna like go and join a battle because like the scum are scumming off again because they've got crazy cool things to do. So if it's just like a intense battle between Korats and the Thrax Syndicate, then they're less likely to actually care about or be suspicious of a bunch of Jedi like parasailing. That's the wrong word.
Yeah, that's the
Abseiling.
yeah. I was
that's
to say
when
that's
you
the
jump off a
hang
cliff,
glidey
right?
thing. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like abseiling down their vents, right? So we might get the element of surprise because these Sith like think they're like above regular gangers. That's kind of where I think are you guys are you kind of like on some agreement on that front?
Yeah. And we're really telling them it's like, hey, it's essentially assume that this is you taking the temple over from them, and we deal with the X factor that has stopped you, which is the Sith inside.
Always listen to the Sith inside. All right. Sorry.
Like a cool
That's
metal
just
band.
where my mind went.
Don't
Little
go to
Sith
work
inside.
tomorrow. That's what my
I got
Don't go to work tomorrow. Become a
Big-
vagrant. Eat trash. Do crimes.
Have fun.
Okay, guys, we are the Sith inside, and we're here to play you some metal.
This next one is we hate you. Please die.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
All right. So, under the command of Tiger and Jake, the Korats set off down the Coruscant streets, flanking their tank, gifted to them by the Force. And the four of you board Pax's ship. Now, what's the plan? Are we waiting for battle to engage before we dive in, or are we going to swoop in before they even know we're happening? Yeah, I'd like to know the plan too. If you could just fill me in.
I think
I
ideal
can
if we
do
could
anything.
arrive before they notice anything's going on. That way they don't become alert to the fight and start looking for things coming from other directions.
Very well.
We want to go in when they're the most distracted. Right?
I believe that we're wanting to go in before they're distracted. So once we are in, then they are distracted, then they leave.
Right, okay.
And at that
Are we
moment,
all on the same? Are we all in the same wavelength? Just slam into the side of the building.
you feel
Pilot dive.
He just said the exact opposite thing of what I said. I have a feeling this is not going to go well.
at that moment you hear the ship just like take off and hit max throttle, rocketing through the air. You are all thrown to the side because you were busy talking, and you hear over the loudspeaker, "All right, get ready to jump in 5, 4," and you see the landing platform extend. 3, 2, 1, and the starship
time.
screeches to a halt. Everybody give me either an athletics or a coordination check.
Oh, I would-
Difficulty,
Sorry, carry on.
you would.
I would love to give you an athletics check.
Awesome. Difficulty, average.
Okay. So I roll so many dice on this.
What does it feel like to roll?
Weren't
Oh,
you
it
yelling
feels-
at me last week? for rolling so many
Yeah.
dice?
Yeah, but
What do you
like
say, athletics or what?
Coordination.
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 my dice are for jumping. Yeah, 3 successes, 2 advantages, and 2 light side because enhance, but I don't need them.
1 advantage and 2 dark side.
You want to spend the dark side to make your check succeed.
Can I spend my advantages instead to just grab him underarm because I'm Kanan and I do that?
You certainly could, depending on how Utambu rolls too.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because you're
true.
gonna want to save my ass because 2 advantages and 2 failures.
Good.
Yeah, no, let's
I'm-
get you.
Who you grabbing?
I'm pretty, but I ain't athletic.
Yeah, I'll grab you then.
Those abs
They're
are
all
just
Rendell-
for show.
They're all aesthetic muscles. I am 90% core and 10% face. Like,
We keep getting these really intense scenes with Laura and then the Three Stooges, and we just keep cutting back and forth.
Thought you had him. Yeah, Kanan will grab Utambu because Utambu can't jump.
Yeah.
If I can.
it's holding on to you. Thank you.
Just,
So
it's
Rendul,
what I do.
your check fails.
Yeah. So yes, I will use a force point.
I love making you do that. All right.
I know.
So your check then succeeds. Oh, holy crap.
Hmm.
So Pig just gets 2 triumphs on his athletics check.
Oh,
And so
Come on, he's got a pass with that. Come
holy
on.
crap.
How could
Utambu-
you justify 2 triumphs?
when we fucking land, Utambu's about to like just take Pig's face and like give him like the force look and just be like, "There's no way you're not. You're a Jedi. You're a
No, but-
Jedi now."
I think what Andrew was saying is he got 2 triumphs, but no. Because triumphs count as a success, right?
They do. So he succeeds.
I thought
His
he
roll-
had 2 triumphs, but no successes for a second there. I was about to just. That's why I always lose in my mind.
He does a beautiful somersault and he lands on another building.
No, he lands.
the wrong fucking place. Oh,
He
check my
lands.
crumpets.
It just keeps going in a back handspring all the way across the platform and ends up over by the stairs and the wreckage of the crate that Kanan, who destroyed it?
Oh,
Utambu
I think
destroyed.
Kanan did.
No,
Or no,
I
I'm sorry,
destroyed it.
Utambu did, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we could
No, we're
sell these or something. I don't know. It was like a month and a bit ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Right. So the 4 of you land just fine, and Rendul, you feel a dark energy coursing through you as you write your landing. And I think how this looks is that you go and jump, but you miscalculate and you see yourself going where it looks like you're going to go over the edge. And you reach out with the force and course correct and pull yourself basically over towards the building. You grab onto the side and pull yourself up, but you feel this energy coursing through you.
Mhm.
All right. So now it's time to slide down a ventilation shaft, is it?
Appears that way. But you,
Are we
where's the-
sliding when the attack happens? Yes? That's what the plan is. Like, once. Because there might be, like, sensors and alarms in the vents, and we want the attack to happen as we might trigger them. Right?
Smart. Smart. In that case,
He draws a rifle from his back and points it down towards the steps of the temple, looking through the scope.
I think it's time to sit and watch a little bit.
Will fade out and fade back in.
Okay, now back to the serious game with Laura.
On Laura. My dear, really, I can offer you so much more. What is it that the Jedi can offer you? What is it that you even want from them?
I just wanted a chance. You don't get a lot of chances where I come from. I wanted to do better. I wanted to be, I knew I could be more.
You can be more. And she reaches out and touches the side of your face once again, and this time you feel the energy of the Force moving through you, knitting some of your wounds together. You can be so much more. Look at me. She gazes into your eyes. You have so much potential. There is so much you could do. Why swear allegiance to a dying order when you could join one that is rising in power? You seek out this temple. We already have this temple. And the bastion of power that it holds is at our fingertips. Join me, young man. Join me.
I didn't want to be a criminal again.
Criminal. Oh, we're so far beyond concept of criminals. Petty gangs and turf wars and arms dealing and smuggling. That's all just a distraction. That's all just the little things. I'm talking about real power. And you feel that word power echoing through you once again. Go ahead and roll me another discipline check. For purples. I'm sorry that it's 4 purples, but we've moved on to the real interrogator.
Hey, so is it 4 reds?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 4 reds, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Leaving you.
Y'all got good cop, bad cop just real hard there.
So,
She's a good cop.
4 failures, 1 despair.
Go ahead and roll a d10 minus 30.
Cool.
Mi-
Any percent speed run, guys. Any percent.
Minus what?
30.
So I rolled a 3.
So take 27 off of your morality.
Uh-huh. Well, let me pull out the calculator for a second.
It's making me slicing off a hand look like shit now, isn't it?
You said to talk to the pretty lady to be evil, like shit.
So, that does cross the threshold of a dark side force user. I am at 24.
You hear the word power echoing through you, and you feel something coming over you, and you see her smile. It's a gentle smile, and she looks at your eyes and says, "The power to crush those that would do you harm. Feel it." She reaches out with the force, and you feel it's almost as if a hand is caressing your mind. You feel something stroking at your. Dear God. There's so few ways to put that does not sound horrible. So I'm
Keep
going to
going.
back up. You feel her reaching out and touching you, and she says, I can feel the hatred in you. It burns brightly. You feel it towards Fien. You feel it towards Kip for what he has done to you. You feel it towards those who look down on you. Laura, you don't have to be consumed by this hatred. You can use it. You can harness it. I can show you.
Show me.
She smiles once more. And we'll cut back to the other three. Rendul, Utambu, Kanan. You stand on this cold platform up above the Jedi Temple. As Pig looks down through the scope of his rifle towards the steps of the Jedi Temple below.
I think wait, here it is. Here they're coming.
Excuse me. And he turns towards the three of you.
What's our play here?
I've got. And you hear on the comms Jake's voice calling out, all right, the temple is in range. I'm ready to fire on your mark. And you can you can barely see the members of the core rats fanning out in the darkness below, like little ants, all taking up positions around the temple.
We all good? Fire away! Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry.
No,
Belay
no,
that
you're
order.
right. No, you were on the
Okay,
right.
no. Fire away!
As good a time as fire away. Any.
And a massive laser blast ricochets through the air, colliding with the front doors of the temple. You hear a massive explosion, and Jake's voice going, "Shots away!" And all of a sudden, the darkness is just lit up with laser fire, firing at the temple itself. Not at any particular target, but you get the sense that they are trying to draw out their enemies. And you hear shouts from down below as it seems like something is mustering. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Rendell, can you find Laura?
I can try.
You find out where she is, and then that's where we all gun for. We use the fence. Let's do this, everyone.
All right, Rendul, go ahead and roll me a seek.
Can we like do things? Can we help him with this at all? Like, can we do assist maneuvers? I don't know how this works.
Go, Rendul, go. Go, Rendul, go.
I mean, I don't know. Like, can we?
So assisting with force powers, it's not real. Like, there's a way you can do it that requires a specific force power that none of you have. I'm pretty sure. Do any of you have imbue?
No.
Okay, then no, you cannot.
That's a big kid power.
Anyone have battle meditation, protect, unleash, force lightning?
Nah, I'm good.
No.
I do sort of. Well, maybe. No, not force lightning.
To light side,
All right.
And I want to spend a destiny point so that when this pings off of Laura, she feels our presence. Like, so she knows it's us, that we're here.
Beautiful. That's really touching. So, you stretch out with the force and you get an immediate sense of where she is. It's almost as if there's just a little ping in the center of the central tower, 3 floors up. You can sense where she is. You can see a dark room, and you can see her hands as restraints are being removed from them. Kim, you feel this power reaching out to you. You feel someone calling to you through the force. You know that it's Rendul. I know you have the slippery mind power. Is that something you want to use here?
Yes.
All right, guys, we got to kill Laura.
I don't usually say this to you. Fail.
It's gonna be the first roll she passes all night.
Fail for your
That is
friend.
a hard deception check for Laura.
Cool. Um, 3 advantages, 1 triumph, 1 failure.
Oh man.
So it
So the
fails.
triumph and the failure cancel one another out in terms of successes.
Mm-hmm.
So because each triumph counts as a success and each yeah. So you have the effects of a triumph and the advantages that you can spend to have other good things come out of this slippery minded power, but you cannot stop him from knowing where you are. So what good things do you want to come out of this?
Can I spend that triumph to get a ping on where they are?
Yes. Absolutely. You know exactly where they are.
I look at Torsion. They're here. They're on the roof of the temple.
Hmm. Well then, do you think that your friends would be amenable to our cause?
I don't think so.
She reaches out and touches you with her hand again, and you feel the remaining wounds that you have knitting together. She takes a few steps away and picks up a blaster and your lightsaber and hands them to you. Well, perhaps you and your brother should go and convince them that this is not worth doing.
They're much better with the lightsaber than I am.
But you are much smarter than they are, aren't you? A lightsaber isn't always the only weapon at your disposal. Use what assets you have, my dear. And don't worry, if you need me, I'm only a call away.
I'm not going without backup. Can I spend my 3 advantages to bring some more people with me?
Oh, yeah. You can spend your 3 advantages for each one to have a member of the Thrax Syndicate coming with you.
I do.
All right. And at that moment, you hear the explosion ricocheting through the temple as the massive laser bolt from this tank hits the side of the temple wall, and Torsion looks around and says, take your 3, and it looks like, oh yes, looks like Fien will have this lot sorted out.
It's the core rats.
Mm.
They were going to strike 2 days from now, or maybe it is 2 days from now. I don't know how long I've been here.
Don't worry. It's nothing we haven't handled before.
Okay.
And you see the door open, and Kip is standing there. Kip, don't you think you have something to say to your sister? He looks at you. He looks at Torsion. And he steps over and gives you a big hug.
I hug him back. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I didn't mean anything that I said. I'm sorry.
So glad you saw the right thing to do. Yes. Family is everything, isn't it? We're going to fade up to Rendul, Utambu, Kanan, and Pig. One question, because I tend to forget about things. I forgot that B3NY existed
Benny.
for at
Hello,
least
Benny.
6 episodes. And this evening I forgot about Kadal.
It's
Where do
true.
y'all,
Oh, yeah,
where
she's
do y'all
here.
want Kadal?
Can we have her with us, please?
Yeah.
Think we need like an insider voice to like, have some guidance in here.
The idea we're just sitting at the core hat camp like, I can't believe they left me.
Where did they go?
When will my husbandus return from the war?
So what I sensed is not that Laura is down. She's actually 3 floors up from us in one of the towers.
The center tower.
Okay.
And you got that she was being freed.
I'm going to flip a dark side point. So, Rev, you wanted to make sure that Laura knew it was you.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sense that she did know it was you, and you get a sense, a ripple through the force. You saw her restraints falling off. You didn't see who was taking them off, but you get the sense through the force that Laura is free. And she might be on the move.
I think she's not down. She's in the center tower, about 3 floors up. I think she may have just freed herself.
Freed herself. That's amazing.
Yeah, I saw restraints and they came undone. And I think she's moving.
We should go to rendezvous with her. We can maybe have a debrief, figure out what we can do together, and then move from there.
Yeah.
And then we can head down and see what we can do.
So, to get to the center tower, you will have to go down this tower and cross over to where that is.
Sailing kids, fine. Just woo.
Is it slide time?
Slide time.
Will this slide take us? I want to make sure we're not sliding down like the one that goes into the undercroft of this place, as opposed to like down the stairs and then up into the tower.
Well, as long as we press ground floor on the elevator, we'll get down there, all right.
One-way elevator.
So yeah, I mean, you with Pig's expertise in navigating the ventilation shafts and things of this place and your schematics, I think you would have no trouble whatsoever figuring out which is which.
Okay. Then yeah.
Let's get moving.
Right. So the five of you, sorry, start moving down through this tower. Now, what is your goal to get to? I mean, I guess that's a stupid question. At this point, I kind of know what everyone's goal is. You guys want to get to Laura, and Laura, you want to get to these guys.
Yeah, we all just want to meet
We all
up.
just want to meet up.
All
And it's
right.
that's the best part. It feels like it's gonna happen. It's like it's like, oh, she's free. Oh, fantastic. We will be able to meet up with her and figure something else out.
Right. Well, it's one of those moments where, like, if it was, I'm so used to things like Pathfinder, where it's like, okay, you roll survival to try and navigate or knowledge to engineer. Like, there's no applicable check here, so I had to stop myself from asking for one, and you all just start making your way to your respective places. I think 10, 15 minutes pass. You guys are sliding down ventilation shafts, making your way through little ducts, taking turns and moving very quickly, making your way down. And Laura, you and Kip select three of the sturdiest looking members of the Thrax Syndicate. Is there anyone in particular you want? I know you only know one of them.
I only know
They all
one,
look
and
like they all look like Percy.
No, I'm not gonna bring Marcella. She's a kid.
Yeah, that is a whole child.
Yeah, that's a whole child.
It's a child. Ah, yes. Cannon fodder.
But for funsies, Kim, why don't you name your three gang members?
Cool. Yeah, 1 second. I didn't have this window up yet.
I'm sorry, I should have told you to have a Star Wars name generator available.
Always. Let's see. Fen Duskwar.
Ben Duskwar.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Kelsa Earthstepper.
The
Elsa
opposite of
Earthstep.
Skywalker. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
If it would have been like Earth Sitter, that would have been.
Here comes the Earth Stepper. Word 'em up.
And let's see. Arden Alcor.
And Arden Alcor. All
They're
right.
gonna be like Ted. Or something.
Yeah, I was hoping like.
I mean,
Phil,
you all
but it's-
named people Jake, so
That's
Phil.
my fault.
That
It's
wasn't
spelled like
us.
Jayk though.
Jake and Tiger.
Yeah.
I have a confession. As far as the Correttes go, and your brother goes, with my 9-month-old twins, I watch a lot of a show called Kipper. Kipper the dog. It's a British cartoon. There is a dog named Kipper who's the main character, and he talks like this. And he has a friend named Jake, and a friend named Tiger, and a friend named Pig, and a friend named Holly. And so the Correttes just somehow became the cast of Kipper the dog.
For them.
That's real creativity.
This is an Omniverse, guys.
So yeah,
We're part of
It
the
all
Kipper the
fits
Dog
together.
extended universe.
Worst
so
day of my life.
We're Duck
that
gently
is what
English
happens when I try to be creative. All right. So we have Fen, Kelsa, Arden making
Mhm.
their way up with Kip and Laura Solaris towards this tower. What does it look like to you? Is there anything you want to say to Kip as you're making your way up? Any plans that you guys want to make? What's going on?
Oh man. uh, Kanan, the young one, the blonde, he's amazing with a lightsaber, so try not to engage him directly. Rendul is excellent at defense, but if you try to focus on one of the other people, that's going to leave him open because he's going to be inclined to protect other people at the expense of himself. Just be careful. I don't want anything to happen to you, not after I've gone through so much to get you.
We'll be fine, I promise. I promise. He looks back over his shoulder as you're all walking. Vienna's, of course, nowhere to be seen right now, but he looks back to you and says, He showed me some things. I'll be fine. I'll make sure you're safe, too.
What sort of things?
And he looks around, and where you are right now, you see, I think you see my mind is blanking out. Where you're traveling right now, let's just say you see a large crate. This is me trying to be creative. Episode 7, yay. And he reaches out, and the crate lifts up off the ground, and he hurls it off down the hall.
Oh, we're playing this game again.
That's
Get my way
incredible.
from me.
I thought I was the only Force-sensitive person in the family. I'm sorry, I didn't know, but I guess I wasn't looking for it.
Apparently not. I didn't know either, but Laura, we could be so powerful together. Seriously, nothing could stop us.
Well, these 3 might. So let's just make sure that doesn't happen.
We will. And with that, I would like to mention one thing mechanically, Kim.
Yeah.
Since you're a dark side user now.
Yep.
My dark side pool is open to you as well. There are currently 6 on the table.
Cool.
So where do you guys want to meet up? What kind of room? Tell me. Where do you think everyone comes together?
Probably some kind of corridor, because we're all like on the move, right? So we're not going to like dip into side rooms or anything.
All right.
So would have any better ideas?
I think that looks great. I think
Mm.
it really is both teams rounding the corner at the exact same time.
And you all nearly collide. Pig draws his gun and immediately points it at Laura and Kip.
Pig,
All
wait.
right.
That's our friend. And remind my memory again. How fucked up does Kip look compared to like what he used to look like?
Damn, man. I mean, come on. You had a rough day.
But like but you know what I mean. Like does he got like
How actively evil do these 2 people
How
look?
fucking,
Yeah.
how fucking dog shit ugly is this man? How just
no, but like
dragged through the mud? Just
Listen, we've played
You
Knights
know
of the Old
what the
Republic.
fuck I
We know what
mean.
it does to your physical appearance.
So this is not Knights of the Old Republic where everyone's skin turns gray and their eyes turn yellow and they get streaks all over their faces. Because if you watch any of the media or anything, that's not really what happens. I mean, did Kylo Ren's eyes turn yellow and his skin turn gray? Did
No, but
Snoke
everywhere
look like...
Every time I look online, they say that those movies aren't canon, so I'm not like certain exactly which thing I should be looking at. So I don't know Star
When
Wars.
given the option, definitely look to the video games as canon, as opposed to the sequel series.
I mean, if we're going
So
by
they
Kylo,
do look all grey and fucked up and lightning eyes.
if we're going by Kylo Ren rules, then if anything, Kip and I have inexplicably gotten hotter in the last several hours.
So
Absolutely.
so you like.
Oh no, they're evil.
How hot are we talking? Are we like what level of like emo did you get? Like, are you like panic or are you like MCR? Like, what are we at? Because that's gonna affect Utambu's double take. When he just looks at
I'd be
both
like
of them,
all
he's
the way to like Slipknot.
Oh
he's
no.
like, so when he looks at both of them, he's like, oh wait, no, it's evil. They are terrible people.
I mean, I would say that we probably both look like people who were recently tortured.
Yeah. I think that makes the most sense, but they do not look like Dark Side Revan.
Hey, you. Watch out! There's Thrax Syndicate people right behind you.
It's okay.
And then what?
They're with me.
Oh. Okay. Good. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You all should get out of here.
What?
Why?
It was a suicide mission sending the four of us here. You should
Sure,
get out.
Utambu like kind of like takes a minute out of her words. Like, he's never heard her this desperate before. And before he speaks, he would like to attempt to use his sensibility to get a feel on the emotional state. Or no. Force user can sense the current thoughts of one living target with whom he is engaged.
Roll it.
Rolling. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring Limp Bizkit into here.
Yeah.
But now that you have,
I'm sorry. In this world, I'm about to say this. In this world, he's Flaccid Crumpet. I apologize.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I didn't know of any other word for. I don't know a synonym for limp. I'm
It's
sorry.
actually we joke. That's a thing in JoJo's. There's a character whose like stand is called Limp Biscuit in the Japanese, but in the English localization, it's Flaccid Pancake. So
Stop.
that's a thing.
I rolled one light side, and I would love to use it on Miss Laura. I'm just gonna move past. I'm gonna pretend you just. I am straight up. There's not even yes anding. I am no.
I would like to slippery mind.
Bring it.
give me that hard check.
Deceive me.
4 successes,
Hard
1 threat.
deception. Utambu, you reach out and you're unable to get a sense of anything in Laura's mind. And Kip pipes up. It's just too much. They're too dangerous here. You need to go back and tell the Jedi that this temple is a lost cause.
With that one threat, am I able to tell that she put up her defense against me?
What?
You were.
we
That
didn't
mic
hear you.
did not pick up that what you just said.
You gave us the good old.
Sorry. With that threat, yes, I think you get the distinct sense through the Force that there was a wall you were unable to penetrate.
Wait, how did you all escape?
I got through to Kip. He let me go.
Family, right? We always look out for each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Family looks out for one another. And we've been on this mission for what feels like such a long time, when it's only really been a few days, but we've been training for long, and I feel like, Laura, you're kind of like... I never really had any brothers or sisters, and I know that's probably a really big thing for you, but I would consider you a family member of mine as well. And when family sticks together, there's nothing they can't do, right? Kip got you out? That's the proof. When family sticks together, they can achieve anything. So let's stick together here. And now. There's nothing we can't do.
I used to think that it must be so nice being so naive. All of you.
Laura, we're not leaving without you.
Just go.
And yeah, Utambu's just gonna like hold his hand out and like take a step forward. Please, I don't know what you're going through. Just tell us.
I step
Don't-
back and my right hand hovers over my blaster.
What's going on?
Babu, go ahead and give me a discipline check. Difficulty 2 purple.
Me?
Utambu.
Ah,
Difficulty 2 purple.
I believe you have 2 greens in your discipline, right, Laura?
yes.
Okay.
Oh wow, 1 advantage.
All right. Well, with your advantage, you see her hand hovering over her blaster.
Laura, I know everything is tense here, and he's gonna like kind of eye the Thrax Syndicate members. But there is no reason anyone here needs to get hurt. And he kind of puts a little venom in those words to the 3 guys or the 3 people over there.
Happened? You were gone for like 3 hours. It hasn't been that long.
Speedrunning the dockside.
Speed run.
What happened in
100%.
3 hours that broke your spirit?
Kip looks at the 3 of you. You're not her family.
You don't
And oh, go ahead.
You don't know how long it felt down there. And I was all alone. How could you even know, you spoiled little boy? You don't know anything about what I've been through. And I point at Kip. He knows. He knows exactly what happened to me. You say you don't want to hurt anyone. Fantastic. No one is going to get hurt if you just turn around and go back. Mission failed.
Why did you insult me? boy a little boy?
Yeah.
Why did you insult me?
Why? Because you're a kid. And you don't know anything. Not really. You grew up on fairy tales. Knights with beautiful quests. And worthy sacrifices. And happy endings. It's not reality. I feel sad for you for the day that you're gonna have to learn that.
If you're smart, you'll learn it today. Then we've established you're not very smart, are you? If you were, you would have already turned around.
I look at Kadal. There are people in this life. They're looking for a hand up, a way out. And I turn back to Laura. And there are people who are just looking for a reason to turn bad. And the hallway turns yellow as my lightsaber turns on.
Everybody roll for initiative.
And No, he pinned his lightsaber on.
You
Yeah.
can.
I can? Oh, because it was going to be like a whole thing, and if you want to do initiative now, then it's kind of... You want to know why I love stories, and why I love them so much? I'm not stupid! I'm not! I've seen that bad things happen, and I've seen that people get hurt. I've done the hurting. I like those stories because if everyone just is sad and has no hope all the time, then what's the point of doing anything at all? What's the point of striving towards any goal? And yes, they're unrealistic. But if all you strive for is nothing at all, then when things push back at you, you always fall back into shit. But if what you strive for is the absolute best it could possibly be, and you get pushed back, maybe some good comes out of it.
As you say, pushed back. Everyone around you. I think Caden, this actually fits narratively with me telling you all to roll for initiative, because as Kanan is saying all of that, everyone else is seeing Rendul's lightsaber ignite, and hands are going to blaster rifles, hands are going to lightsabers, and you're saying this to them, and Kip reaches out. What's your discipline?
My discipline is, it's actually fairly okay. Let me look it up real quick. My discipline is 2 green, 1 yellow. Like, it's not bad. I'm actually pretty okay at that.
Okay. Okay. So with that, yeah, okay. So that's a triumph and a success. So as you say the words push back,
Is
you
that
feel
two?
yourself-
Two successes with a success and a triumph?
Yes, it is. It's a total of
Okay.
2 successes and then the effect of a crit. So as you say the words pushed back, Kanan, you feel yourself lifted up out of the air.
I want to spend 2 force points to suppress a power.
Okay. Tell me what's happening here.
It is just having linked up with Kadal and feeling her push energy into me. I only know what it's like to take. And so I'm going to spend these 2 light side points to add 2 failures to his roll.
Okay. All right, so you feel yourself being lifted up out of the air, Kanan, but Rendul, you notice this, and Rev, just tell me cinematically, what does this look like as Rendul sees this start to happen?
I think that like this energy comes out of him to start lifting, and it's that lightsaber going in between and the energy kind of pouring into it and crackling and dissipating.
All right. Beautiful. And so, Kanan, you drop back to the ground, but as that happens, you feel your body just tense up as you hit the ground. And you're still standing, but I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and rolled a crit for this because of the triumph. Um, it's nothing major. You're going to be slowed, so you can only act during the last initiative slot on the first round of this combat. Now, roll for initiative.
And is this cool or vigilance?
I think
Great question.
everybody was expecting a combat here as this conversation went on, so I'm going to say roll cool.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
That's SQO.
Oh wow!
Oh, we don't. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, okay. Okay. I don't know what this means.
Uh-huh.
clue.
Okay.
No clue.
What don't you know what it means?
He's like, I think
Success
I
and a
got a
triumph.
Yahtzee.
Oh, a success and a triumph. Let me see. Actually, triumph. You
Fuck
get
going
an
last.
extra. You get an extra maneuver in the first round.
Okay. That's not quite as
Ooh,
awesome, but I can work with that.
That's pretty awesome.
Hmm.
You just got to go last, but
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, what did everybody get?
A success and 2 advantages.
2
Okay.
successes, 1 advantage.
All right. Utamu.
three successes and 2 advantages.
So cool.
I'm on.
And,
I have my fight lighting on now.
and for me, it was a success and a triumph. So that's 2 successes, I believe, and then other stuff.
Nothing. Fight light.
Okay. Awesome. So we are going PC slot. I want to say NPC slot, but Laura is a PC, but it will go NPC slot. And
Light side, dark side. Light side, dark
There you
side.
go. Yeah, light side, dark side.
for those watching at home, PvP does not often happen in Star Wars, but hey, we're doing it. We're gonna see how this goes.
If Kim is in a game and it's possible, PvP is going to happen.
It's not my fault that I dropped 30 points.
Actually is, but we're not gonna go there.
Let's roll for Kadal.
There are like so many opportunities that you had to like pass like one roll and just nah.
Okay. And PC. Okay. So we start the first round of combat with 1 PC slot. Who wants to take it? Will, you cannot.
Yep. Gonna get
Rep.
focus fired and just immediately killed.
Yeah.
Woo.
Rev, did you have a plan?
I don't. I would let you go first for
Cool.
sure.
I do have a plan, but I'm going last, so.
Um.
Ugh.
All right, so they're all lined up in front of us, and with that, then
we find ourselves in a corridor. The two groups of 5 facing off against each other. You're all kind of grouped together with a little bit of space in between you. Utambu, are you taking the first round?
I will. So I'm understanding force power use correctly. It's like once I roll the force die, and whether or not I do or don't use it, that's still action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well then, maneuver. I get my lightsaber out because we're gonna fight. Apparently, we're do some negative stuff. It's just hoping everyone can chill, but nobody wants to. No one wants to relax.
I do hope you've learned how to use that since our last encounter.
You hear Pig growl.
Yeah.
Oh, rude.
You are lucky I
Yeah.
didn't have to use it on you. And I think it kind of slips then because I feel like this makes a little bit of sense. Because I rolled a dark side point. And seeing Kip reach out and try to grab Kanan, as Rendul was faster, Utambu's reaction was immediately reaching out and grabbing Kip and throwing him into one of the other core rats. Or not the core rats, the Thrax Syndicate.
Right.
Just a question: did you roll for our friend as I can never remember her name because Star Wars name's crazy. Handless lady.
Kadal, yes. She is on
Kadal,
there.
that's it.
Not
Cool.
handless
Cool.
lady.
I'm sorry, like
Anything but
Star Wars
handless.
names are insane. I can't with the names. I'm trying real hard. I promise I am.
Which is why I made it easier with Jake.
Yeah, Jake's cool.
Jake. And so is that a discipline?
So it is an opposed discipline check. 1 red, 1 purple. Because you are rolling against his.
Wow. 3 advantages.
Oh.
I know. It's one of those games, guys. I showed up.
We've definitely had some rolls this game.
So you go and attempt to move him with the force, and you feel it connect with him. But he takes a step back and braces, and it's like he just got hit with the wind, and it just breaks on either side of him. What are some good things you want to come out of this situation?
I would like to, with that wind though, it has kicked up a dust and has affected the accuracy of. Can I do 3 different people? So is it 3
Yeah, I think so.
advantages? Yeah, so I would have to say he and 2 of the Thrax Syndicate folk are going. Oh, him, Laura, and one of the Thrax Syndicate folks are now going to take a black die or whatever it is to their next check.
Studious. All right. So now we are up to, we'll just call it a dark side slot. Laura, you can take it if you want, or
I hate
or
this.
I can. It's up to you. You love this.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah. Don't lie to our audience like that.
do. Yeah, I go.
Okay, take it away.
Seeing Utambu try to use a power on Kip, I shout out, "Don't hurt him! That's my brother!" And I use my maneuver to pull out my blaster, and I'm going to fire it at Utambu.
Utambizi. Utibble.
That's short range. It's an easy shot.
Good.
But you do have that black dye
I
from the
do,
wind
yes.
that rippled off of your brother.
Didn't matter. 2 successes, 2 advantages.
Yeah.
What kind of damage are you doing to Utambu?
I am doing 7. But it is not armor defeating.
So I take.
You get your soak.
So I get 3 soak. So that takes it down to 4.
Hmm.
And I activate Reflect. When hit by a ranged attack, suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2 plus ranks in Reflect. And I have 2 ranks of reflect. So that reduces
No
it by
damage.
4.
No damage, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, Laura.
And the blaster bolt immediately ricochets off of your lightsaber and goes into one of the walls. We are up to another PC slot. Rev, do you want it, or do you want to hand it off to Pig or Kadal?
I will take it, and I'm going to do a defensive circle. Uh, 2, 3. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, 2 successes, a triumph, and an advantage. But I think what that does is it makes it so that I can give +1. Yeah, range gains +1, and then for every, so I can give it to myself and 2 other people. So I will give it to. I'm going to give it to Utambu and Kadal.
Okay.
So they both get a +1 to their defense.
Ranged or melee? Both.
Yep. If it does not specify, it is for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
All right. Kadal is up next, and she is going to take a step back. She will actually move down the corridor away from the main fighting a little bit and focus in on the core rats, not the core rats, the whatchamahoozits, Thrax
Syndicate.
Syndicate behind
Come on,
all
Come on,
of you.
Andrew. The names are pretty simple.
She will focus in on Kelsa Earthstopper. I couldn't even say that. Kelsa Earthstopper. Kelsa Earthstepper. Okay. She will focus in on Kelsa and attempt to throw her
Kill her with-
down the corridor into the wall.
Oh dear.
Kill her with mind bullets.
Mind bullets.
Let's see. Kadal's discipline is insane.
Crazy good, yeah. She was pretty rad.
Must be nice.
Okay. So, yeah, she will have no trouble doing this with 1 success. However, she only rolled dark side points.
Oh, she's fine.
So,
I was going to say, a recently redeemed
Mhm.
person.
Yeah, but like you don't stop becoming a dark side force user until you hit like 70 morality anyway. So she's still a dark side force user.
I
So-
mean, the threshold for dark side is only 30.
Yeah, but like to get on dark sided, you have to go up to 70. So even though we like redeemed her, she's still a dark side force user and will be for quite a while. Not saying it's
I'm
not
just
a, like,
saying,
yeah.
narratively, which way do we want her to slide? And I am going
Hi,
to,
guys. We're good.
in order to decide if she does this or not, I am going to roll another force die. If it comes up
Ooh.
as 1 or 2 dark side, she's going to do it. If it comes up any kind of light side, she's going to hold back.
Real quick, Andrew, you flipped a dark side point back over to light recently.
I did.
Can we flip a light side to just make it that she's cool?
Yeah.
She's
Deus
cool.
Deus Ex that she's alright.
She's out. She's cool.
She's like, man, I'm working through some stuff.
To have it not affect her.
No, she said she needs to get a light side. There you go. I'm giving you one.
All right.
It's right there.
I've never seen a destiny point flipped to say someone's cool. And
Yeah,
you know
she's
what?
cool.
She cool. She picks
She
up
can vibe.
Kelsa and hurls her down the hall. through the force.
Guys,
And
it's
she
quite
will.
simple. To win this game, you got to pass the vibe check. That's all you got to do.
And she deals, since Kelsa is a silhouette 1, she deals 10 points of damage to Kelsa. And she is up to 10 wounds now. Oh, wait, no, she soaks a little bit. All right. And Kelsa collides with the wall, but she is still up. We are to the next PC slot, and this one is going to be Pig, who is going to level his... No, he has his Vibro Axe. He's going to... he sees all of you going into combat. You guys stopped him initially, and he's like,
All right. We're doing this.
and he dives forward with his Vibro Axe towards... Laura or Kip? Laura or Kip? Laura or Kip?
All the
Laura or Kip?
squaddies.
We
All
have
the
both
squaddies.
upset him on previous occasions.
But the Thrax Syndicate are his hated enemies.
I'm going to say, oh, you know what? He interacted with Laura pretty recently, so I'm going to say Laura. He's going to dive at you with his Vibro Axe.
Cool, I'm gonna dodge.
All right.
Cartwheel. Is your dodging majestic or is it like haphazard?
It's probably decently majestic.
Is it like the Matrix?
Dark side gives you a lot of power, you see. So
It's
she's got.
slow motion upside down.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, good dodge. And that is an absolute wash. So he dives at you with this Vibro Axe, and you just neatly step out of the way. And we are up to a dark side slot. And I'm going to hand this one off to Kip, as he draws a Vibro Blade and takes a stab at Pig.
No, our buddy. Our boy.
Oh no, Pig's dead. No, stop.
Come
No,
on.
he's our buddy. He's our buddy. No,
Yeah.
I'm being mean. I'm being mean.
You love him. He's your first one-on-one victory, kind of.
Yeah. Which is
That's
weird because I'm
great.
spec'd for 1v more than one. So did you say crit?
Okay. No, that is straight up one success. So he deals 6 points of damage to Pig.
One whap.
And
Pig can you soak vibro weapons?
oh yes, you can.
Okay, so he's fine.
He's fine.
You just can't soak lightsabers.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's fine.
Why not?
Because
Explain to me in detail why
Star
I can't.
Wars.
Explain to me why I can't just shrug off a lightsaber.
I think like you can as long as you have like more than 10 soak or something weird. Like if you can get that high, I think, but I'm not certain.
Percy, picture yourself on fire.
Oh.
How
Well.
tough do you think you would have to be to shrug that off? Picture the fire going through you. Picture the acetylene torch. But you know what? This is worse than the torture that we were doing to Laura earlier. So let's
It's easy.
let's
Stop, drop, and
move
roll.
on.
Burn. Just let it happen. You can't let the
As
fire know
this-
it hurts.
Yeah. I guess that's it,
Guys,
boys.
okay.
We're one with the fire now.
All right. So these guys are going to now start firing off shots at all of you. The first one is going to fire a shot at Rendul. You have one defense, correct?
No, I have 2 defense.
He's also got his defensive maneuver and shit, so he's probably like untouchable. I don't know what it does. I just
Oh.
assume because it's called a defensive stance.
That is 1 success and 2 threats. So you have 9 points of damage coming at you. Do you want to do anything with their threats?
How many thrusts did they get?
2.
2. And so I don't know if this one of my moves depends on how many failures and threats they generated in total. Is that for how many they rolled or how many they ended up with?
Ended up with. It's always the net.
Okay. So yeah, I will enact my range, my parry, my reflect. So
9 gets reduced by your soak, and then you reflect the rest.
yeah,
if I
my soak
remember.
is 2, so 7. And then I can spend 3 to reflect. Where are you at? So 4. No, wait.
2 plus
2,
number of
3, 4.
ranks.
Yeah, so 4. Oh no, so 5. So I will take
So-
2.
Awesome. Next one fires at Utambu.
No, don't. Please don't. I have 1 defense. From my buddy, my friend,
All
my
right.
fellow space
so
dad.
that is also, he also has a threat, but he also has a success and a triumph. So you have 10 points of damage coming at you, and I'm going to just go ahead and roll to crit.
No,
Oh.
don't.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Utambu just dies.
Yeah, headshot. Like, oh, that's not how that was supposed to go.
No, it's cool. That is 100. Straight up. I've
Oh,
never rolled 100
shit.
on a D100. So you are
Andrew,
crippled.
I don't appreciate you whooping my ass.
One away from permanently losing a limb.
Sick.
But instead, we're getting crippled, which is the crit that we always roll on this
Yeah,
show.
I remember we got a track record.
Oof.
One limb is impaired until healed or replaced. I like how that's worded. You're going to add 1 difficulty to all of your checks when using that limb. And, let's roll a d4. 1 and 2 are arms, 1 being your dominant arm, 2 being your non-dominant arm, and 3 and 4 are legs.
I can't bring the legs up. I'm sorry.
That is your dominant arm.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
That's not a
So
nice.
the arm holding your lightsaber takes a powerful hit in your elbow. Like I said, 10 points of damage, and you're going to have 1 added difficulty on all checks with your lightsaber
So
or anything using that arm.
I will reflect that. So 3 soak, 4. So I take 3 damage.
All right. Kanan, what is your ranged defense?
1, because I just wear armor.
Okay.
Like a sane
One-
person.
The last one will fire at you. That is 2 successes, 2 threats. So again, 10 points of damage coming at you. Do you want to spend those threats on anything?
So first of all, my soak is 7, because my brawn's 6, because I commit that die and it just stays as long as I commit it.
Yeah.
So I take 3 damage at worst case. I don't actually have any reflecting things though, because Shicho Knight's kind of lame. What can I do with these threats? What's something that would be fun? Can I do something kind of silly?
Worse?
2 of them are like definitely stood next to each other, right?
Oh, yes, and one of them was thrown against a wall.
How far away was that other person thrown?
Let's see. On my little squiggly drawing that I made, it's about 15 feet back.
And how far away are they from us? They're in short range, right? So I can just get there, no problem, on my turn.
Short range, yeah. 1 maneuver, you can get there.
It's a threat for them for reasons that they would think, nah, that's too stupid. I want to get all 3 of them clumped up together because I can go fucking ape shit if that happens. But I don't know if I can spend 2 threat for that because it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, well, no, I don't think you can get them clumped up
No.
together. However, something fun you could do with 2 threats, one of the options is that their opponent immediately performs 1 free maneuver. You could
Oh, that's
immediately
true.
perform 1 free maneuver.
I will immediately, as they shoot me, I'll go, okay! And then I will just fucking power walk towards him as he's shooting at me. And I take like 3 wounds, but I'm fine. I keep going. Because I'm fucking crazy.
This is actually a beautiful picture in my head. He's firing at you. You're walking. Like I'm picturing it like Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One, just walking slowly towards him, deflecting.
I
Uh,
don't need a parry. I can just.
yeah,
I have meat.
a couple errant shots hit you, and you just don't even blink. And before you know it, you are connected with all of them. Now, you also had a triumph on your initiative roll. It is now the
Mhm.
slot for Kanan.
Oh.
So you have another free maneuver that you can take at some point on your
So
turn
what I'm gonna
if you
do,
want.
my goal, these two guys are gonna be done by the time my turn is finished. That's my goal. Um, my lightsaber a free thing because I can quick draw. Boom, lightsaber's out. Crossguard is up. Uh, shining the light of the crystal that we got from Sunstrider to symbolize a whole bunch of stuff that I could monologue about for hours. But I will take one free maneuver, yeah,
Yes.
and I'm in melee with him already. I'm gonna take a aim 1 and guarded stance 1. But I'll take the guarded stance later, because
Right.
I want narrative stuff. So, and I'm engaged with multiple opponents, and I'm so fucking strong. So I will like to lay these fuckers out. So I have 1 blue from engaged with multiple people, another blue from taking aim, 4 green, and 2 yellow. And these people are going to be biting the dust very fucking soon. And I'm going to make this a Sarlacc sweep. So I add 1 difficulty, I think. Yeah, increase the difficulty by 1.
So 3
But I can
purples.
spend. Yep. But if things go well, these guys could be both down.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh,
Now, for those of you watching
that's
at home while Will builds his pool, a
Mm.
Sarlacc sweep is actually in the game. It's something that you can do too if you play this.
Yeah.
It's not made up by Will.
It's
This is
something
not an
you can
Avenger
do
bar.
too.
You guys at home.
Those of you playing along at home, do your own Sarlacc sweep, but make sure you get permission from your mom and dad first. All right. Will, what'd you get?
Oh, 6 successes, 5 advantages, and a triumph. I like to spend 2 of those advantages to hit both of them. They all will take 13 points of strain damage each because we're attacking their stream. With my advantages and triumph, can I just say they're fucking done? Just wham, wham. That's enough.
Okay, so 13 point. You were attacking with stun, so you dealt 13 points of strain to each of them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna murder these
Okay.
people.
I would.
Yes, I mean, you don't even need to spend your advantages and triumphs for that. They are
Oh, they're
done.
just done? Okay, just walk up, wham, wham. So I still have a sorry, that triumph was, so that's actually 14 points of damage because the triumph wasn't counted as part of my success thing. So
Okay,
yeah, so
they're
they're very
done.
done. Yeah. 3 advantages and a triumph left to spend. Oh boy, what can I even do with these? Let me check my character sheet real quick. Because it's almost like I've been waiting the entire campaign to do exactly this.
It feels good to
Oh,
watch. If I
fuck,
can, if I
yeah.
can, yeah, it feels great to watch.
Kanan will run up to the. I have an idea of what I can use for them. I'll run up, and I will take one down. Bam! Oh, well, first of all, pose, Sarlacc sweep, wham! They're both gone. Just straight. Can I spend some of these advantages of the 3 to just have the last guy just be like, "Fuck this" and run? Because she's just been thrown against the wall, and I've just taken down their 2 friends immediately. Is that a thing I can
So,
do?
here's what I will do. You can spend those to do an immediate coercion check against them, and you will have 3 blue dice to this from your 3 advantages.
So, fun
And
thing about coercion, I'm pretty good at that as well, actually. It's just,
Yeah.
it is a
3
hard
blue.
check, so 3 purple, but
So I have 3 green and 3 blue, but 3 purple, yeah?
yes, 3, 3, and 3.
2 successes and an advantage.
Okay, you pose. Describe the look that you give Kelsa Earthstepper after you knock Fen Duskwar and Arden Alcor to the ground.
I'll turn to them and I'll say, it's never too late to choose to do the right thing. You have an opportunity. Make that choice.
She looks you in the eye, she hears your words, and she says, "Fuck this." And she drops her rifle and starts running down the hall. We are
Okay.
up to round 2.
So, did that consume all of my other 3 advantages and my triumph? Because I just generated another advantage from that as well, from that roll that I just did.
So how would you like to spend your new advantage?
I will give a help on something. I will have my crazy speech give a assist to the next person that tries to use diplomacy. Can I do that? Is that a thing that I can swing?
Sounds good. All right.
I was
Round
gonna
2.
ask. I heard Kanan say that as well. Is there any roll I can make to see if that got through to me?
Absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and give me a discipline check against what was your what were you rolling, Will, for your coercion?
You asked me to roll coercion, and I got 2 successes and an advantage.
Yeah, but what dice do you roll for that?
Oh, I was rolling 3 green will dice.
Okay, so
Hey.
against 3 purple.
And 3 blue.
Yeah.
And give yourself 3 black dice.
Yeah, I was like, even that was the rule. So we want her to fail this? Do we want her to succeed?
We have no idea.
Feels
Let me
awful betting against your friends.
Um,
Suck! Be awful!
We 3 black and 3 purple is pretty.
2 successes,
Fuck off!
1 triumph.
Fuck
Oh wait, no, I
off!
shouldn't have the triumph because I
No,
wasn't.
you didn't.
I should have taken away
No,
that
you
yellow.
didn't.
My apologies. 2 successes, 2 threats.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a
Fuck
threat.
off.
It's Will coming through the screen and strangling you.
3
I'm
black,
sorry.
3 purple, and you got fuck off.
I was
another
only
award.
rolling 2 green dice.
You double down.
Mm-mm.
This pisses you off to no end, and you like everything that you think about Kanan is just solidified in your head that he is this kid that is too strong for his own good and does not realize what he's doing.
Okay.
Aren't dice fun?
Yep.
Yeah.
Round 2, PC slot.
I will go.
Yeah.
I am going to
I'm just gonna be
strike
salty if I
out.
go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike out at Kip. But I'm striking out at his blaster. I'm gonna try to sunder.
Awesome.
Go
ahead and roll it.
5 successes.
I was
1 threat.
so frightened.
Sunder.
That
Sorry,
was-
the way that Sunder works is for every success, it takes the item down a level. At 5, it is destroyed.
That is
Yes.
godlike, Rev.
Oh my god.
Speaking as a Star Trek fan, and this is heresy, the Force does seem to be with us at least a little bit.
But I do have 1 threat.
Okay.
But
Well,
that gun
minimal.
is gone.
That gun is gone. And with that threat, is this too evil?
No.
Is this
Yes,
too evil?
Probably.
Yes.
probably.
To justify it, I'll amplify it and flip a dark side point. He looks down at the blaster in his hand, the hilt of the blaster that he's still holding, and he reaches behind him and says, "Good thing I found this." And you see a red blade ignite in his hand.
I realize that
And-
you've only been here a little while. There's no way you know how to handle that thing.
Let's find out.
Oh, let's.
And I'll go ahead and take the NPC slot as
Can I?
if you want.
I want to. Yeah, I want to look at Kip and say, "You were always much better in a fight than I was." And I want to use my misdirect on him to render him unable to be perceived.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Go ahead and roll it.
Yep. To dark side.
Guys, I think
Alright.
we have to kill Laura.
So he disappears from view.
And then I want to use my maneuver just to like, is there, because there isn't really like a dodge mechanic.
Guarded stance.
Yeah, okay. The guarded stance is what I'll do.
Alright. Adding a black die to anyone attempting to attack you until your next turn.
Oh no.
That pushes him down a few slots. We have some PC slots to resolve before we get to Kip now. Who wants to take it?
I am the only target that you see.
I would like to try to go next.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah.
If you do diplomacy, you have one blue. Just that's floating. That's floating.
Laura, I am coming to terms with my own fear and my own mistakes. Do not have to do this. I know you are trying to protect your family. And I don't mean to overstep my boundaries, but we are family. You, me, Kane, and Randul. We came here together. Do not want us to be apart, please. Stop this. We will help you fight whatever you are dealing with. And as a maneuver, he's going to turn off his lightsaber and put it away. And his right arm just hangs limp at his side. Please.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me a charm check. Kim, what's your cool?
2.
2 purple.
Come on, man. You because you get so many bonuses to this. Come on, come on.
And that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's 5 successes and 3 threats.
Oof. That's the split.
5 successes. Alright. Kim, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d10?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
4.
4. Okay. Now, I don't want to take away from the moment that's happening here, and I want to reinforce that a moment is happening here. Just want to clarify for 1 second. If it feels like I'm playing fast and loose with the morality rules, I am a little bit in this case. But it is to demonstrate some things. That Laura is a neophyte Jedi. She's only been in the Order for a year at most. And this is her first real mission. She's dealing with some very complex things involving her family and involving the things that she falls prey to and that the dark side of the Force pulls at in her. So this is something where her jockeying back and forth, this is reflective of her emotional state right now. And so, Laura, as you roll that 4, you feel something breaking through. You feel Utambu connecting with you. And your morality shifts up 14 points. I'm sorry, not 14, 19 points.
And in regards to my sense power, I have the ongoing effect commit. Is that an action? Because I have something
Committing,
that I can.
so committing does not necessarily require a specific action.
So yeah, I'm gonna then commit to my sense force power control upgrade difficulty. Once per round when an attack targets a force user, he upgrades the difficulty of that pool once. So he just like is giving, he's like reaching out and putting himself out there as much as he is taking in from everybody else. I am not the strongest. I am not the smartest. And I was supposed to be the one to lead you. I am sorry I let you down. It's the end of the turn.
So that,
PC slot.
so that brings my
go ahead.
morality up to 43.
Now, Kim, I never want to take away your agency.
Mm-hmm.
Laura's actions are your choice
Mm-hmm.
and your response to where you are
Mm-hmm.
on all of this and how you think she is feeling right now.
Okay.
I can imagine how fractured she might feel in the midst of all of this. But I trust you and where you're going to take this. So, with that, we are up to another PC slot. Who wants to take it?
I think I kind of do, because the other two have already taken one. I'll take.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm really offering them to you, Pig or Kadal. So
Yeah.
I think Pig and Kadal have kind of at the point where they're like, oh wait, oh.
Things are
So
having a
Kanan-
moment.
Pig raises his axe.
No, 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 no.
Kanan sees that Kip has vanished with a fucking lightsaber, okay? So he knows that that's like a thing that happens. And he knows that Laura's responsible because she's used illusions like all the time, right?
Yeah.
That's not a stretch. So I think Kanan's just like finished savagely murdering two people. They're unconscious, they're fine. And he hears Utambu's speech, and he turns to them, and I don't think he turns off his lightsaber, but I think he holds it in a way that's kind of almost more like, I think he like holds it like from the hilt with the blade facing down, and like you can't lean on it because it's a lightsaber, but he like kind of like rests the tip on the ground as if he was like leaning on it for support. And I think what he says is, there were few things that I could bring to this group. You were all so amazing in your own ways. Utambu could talk like nothing. And this was a spirit. You knew everything. You knew everything that where we could go. Who we had to speak to. Without you, we'd be lost here. And Rendell is so much of a Jedi through and through. And what I could bring is something that I struggled with. I couldn't bring confidence. What you said, we have no way of breaking through. There's nothing that we can do to defeat these dark side users. There's nothing that we can do. It's not like the stories. My name is Kanan Odebran, and I am a Jedi Knight. And I am what a knight is. And it is my knight's oath that no one in my family dies before the final curtain call, and it is a curtain call that we will emerge from victorious! This is the Jedi way, and it is my way! Please don't give up on us. That's how he ends that.
All right, so that sounds like a charm check to me. Gets 2 purple.
Okay. Can I do coercion because I was being all like leadery? Nah.
Can I
that's
threaten
dumb.
her? Can I?
No.
Don't think were
You
trying
better
to
start being
intimidate.
good, or
Can I
I'll
aim?
Coercion usually carries with it a threat of violence.
Yeah, that's fair. I was being a little shit because I'm like a tiny bit better at that. So just charm. No, it's fine. It's cool.
be good, or I'll whoop your ass. Like that's
Yeah.
fine, right?
Charm. Okay. Okay, you know what? One success. But that's it.
All right. With that, Kim, if you'd like, you may roll another d10.
Okay. 3.
Smarter player. Oh, okay.
You feel a little boost to your morality again. As a lightsaber stabs Kanan out of thin air.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's grabbing quite a few dice there, Will.
Real quick. So I
That's too
did
many dice.
last turn I did take the guarded stance maneuver, and I have a point of defense from having a lightsaber with a defensive quality because of a thing. So you have 3 black die, I think, to that, because you can ignore one of, so 3 in total, 3 total black die.
Just sprinkling them in like they're salt and pepper. You know, it's fine.
Look, I need to not die right now. And then I'll ask Andrew's permission for something
Okay.
after this, if I'm still alive.
So, good news.
Okay.
For who?
Don't die.
Okay.
Andrew, if this man was trained in lightsaber for today, I'm coming to your house.
Yeah. This guy's had maybe like 4 hours.
You heard me.
No, he is actually not trained in lightsaber
I know
combat.
I know your address.
Why?
You just sent me cookies.
Why?
They were delicious.
We're gonna fight this DM.
No, actually, he is untrained in lightsaber combat, although fun tidbit of the rules. One of Kip's specializations is Force Sensitive Emergent. He does not have one of the Force and Destiny specializations like these guys here. He has the Force Sensitive Emergent one. So that does not give him lightsaber as a career skill. And as such, if you do not have lightsaber as a career skill, you add an additional black die to your check to attempt to use
4.
a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled 4
Right.
black dice.
Okay.
But I say
That
all
becomes-
of that to let you know that
Oh no.
I know the game. And you're right. He is not trained in lightsaber combat, but
And
I took
fucking
that
explode.
into consideration, and that black die came up blank. So, 1 success and 3 advantages
Oh.
is what happened.
Okay.
Because sometimes the dice roll my way. So, I'm sure you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That is
Yeah, no, I'm good.
8 points of damage that ignore all
Parry
of
it.
your soak.
Yeah, parry it. Like, I'm fine.
All right, go ahead and parry it.
I take like 3 damage from that tops. How much is it in total, you said?
8 total.
8. Yeah, I have 4 ranks of parry, so I reduce that to nope, 3 ranks of parry. My bad. 1, 2, yeah, 3. So I reduce that by 5, so I take 2 damage. So I'm fine.
Okay, awesome. And I'm going to spend those 3 advantages to crit on you.
Reduce -10 from whatever you roll.
Okay, I can work with that.
100. How do we keep doing this?
It's fine.
Andrew, how?
Fine. It's fine. You're fine. I rolled a 69.
Nice.
So,
Hey, yeah.
minus 10 from that.
Aw.
Oh,
Kind of will let you keep it now.
Well, your choice.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Do you
Absolutely not.
want me to keep the 69
nice.
Nah,
or
I'll
do
use
the
my.
59?
I spent XP on it. Reduce it by 10.
Okay, awesome. So a 69 would have been scattered senses, where you could have gained no boosts for the rest of the encounter.
What did that one get you, Rev?
But
God.
instead,
Because that's just.
I
Oh,
so
right,
many
right.
look, so many jokes are prepared. I just don't want to use any of them because I want to have a positive relationship with the crit show when we're done with the stream.
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
but you wanted the 59.
Yeah.
And this is just to show you that you should always go for the 69. Instead, you get an agonizing wound, plus 1 difficulty to all of your brawl and agility checks until the end of the encounter.
Brawl?
Oh, I'm sorry, brawn and agility checks until the end.
That's
of the
annoying,
encounter.
but fine. Yeah, that's all right. Can I ask for your favor to do something, Andrew?
No, it is now.
Shit.
I'm kidding. Go ahead. What do you want to do, Will?
I kind of want to use this point to demonstrate something, to maybe hammer something in, and I want to use my new force power that I've had for a while, but I just never got a chance. If I can, because I just spoke as my thing. Can I do this?
Oh yeah, sure.
So as Kanan looks at this wound, and he just took 2 wounds from it, right? And he just looks at this wound that he's just taken, and he kind of looks to Laura, and just kind of smiles, puts his hand to the wound, and I'm gonna roll a force check.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Are you a...
Oh. What I am is fucking cool. Oh, that's 2 light side. That's fine. I think I can spend this, can I spend both of these to do this twice? Is that, how it works? So you can spend 1 to do the thing. I rolled 2 light side. Can I do that? I don't know. I'm asking you.
Without telling me what the force power is, although I think I know what the force power is.
Yeah, it's the really cute one I asked you about.
Oh, yeah. So, everyone picture rainbows and puppies surrounding Kanan for just
That's a bit
moment
much.
while I look up this force power. Yes, yeah, you can do it twice. You can do it as much as you want.
Okay. So I have 2 light sides, so I can spend both of them right now to do the thing.
Do the thing.
Kanan puts his hand to that wound and smiles with all the fucking confidence that this little kid has. And I don't know if this is how the Force actually works, but what I want to see happen is kind of this golden light peeling from the wound as his hand imbues into that, and his wounds seal shut to the point where the wound done by Kip completely vanishes. And some of the wounds from the blaster shot from earlier also largely vanish as Kanan is healing himself with the heal power. Because I took the fucking lay on hands thing.
He's a fucking space paladin.
And Kip becomes visible. Go ahead.
I heal 4 wounds. So I'm back to only taking 1 wound. It's 2, it's intelligence per light side, so it's shit because I'm not very smart, but if I get lucky.
All right.
Then yeah.
Now,
I've done so much. I can't do anything more without. Yeah. So
Kip becomes visible as this happens, and he sees you glowing with a radiant light, and takes a step back till he is back to back with Laura. Red lightsaber in his hand, orange lightsaber in hers. We'll pick it up here next time.
Fucking damn it.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
Oh,
Well.
boy.
Y'all fuckers thought I wouldn't.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
One
Wow.
more week till the finale.
Wow.
What's going to happen? I don't know.
Who? Yeah, Josh Lermerchant says it well. Twists, turns, shocks, betrayals. Yes. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, thanks everybody for joining us and for hanging out for our penultimate episode of Star Wars Force and Destiny. A very special thank you to our new followers, Son of Revan, obsessed with that username. I love Knights of the Old Republic. Typhonius Starheart, which also sounds like a great
Nice.
Star Wars name that I should
Yeah.
have taken.
They got better ones than ours.
Carnal Jerzath, Ventru, Faulty Synapse, The Wandering One, and Thaddeus. Thank you for the resubs. Amanda, I am a T-Rex, as well as Rev. Hey man, thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, happy 19 months. And
You
thank
got to believe in your own enterprises.
It's true. You gotta put money into the business. And then thank you, Amanda, for the gift sub. Oh boy, that was very intense. And as we are trying to decompress from that, everybody go around and remind everyone who you are and where they can find you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Mours. You can find me at Andrew Mours on Twitter. You can find me at Andrew G. Mours on Instagram. You can find me at my address if you're nice to me and I decide to send you cookies.
Hang up.
I would like to promote something that I just discovered because I've been living under a rock for the last year. If you haven't yet, go watch The Witcher. It's awesome. All right.
Oh yeah.
Now, everybody else.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Will. I play Kanan Odabran, Space Paladin, because I'm a child. I'm a child.
Oath of Space.
Oath of Space Paladin. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Love Analysis and things are going to work. Check out Scroll and Dagger podcasts and check out The Way We Haunt Now. It's a little drama that I play what do I play in that? Oh yeah, I play it's totally not Gordon Ramsay in that. It's kind of so it's pretty cool. Have a good one.
Hi everyone, Percy Davis, Big Purse Wrestler at Big Purse Universe on Twitter. I don't do anything cool. Watch more podcasts, like all of them. Watch tabletop podcasts, like listen to all kinds of podcasts, like broaden your horizon. Read a book too, like boost your brain. You deserve it. And watch more wrestling. Watch Enjoy Wrestling on independentwrestling.tv. Like we got a bunch of representation there. We have people out there that are going to be just like you that you're going to want to watch hit over the head with a chair or pile drive through doors or all the other cool stuff. Some of us just dance and throw candy. Hi. But otherwise,
Hey.
if you need someone to believe in you, Utambu believes in you.
It's very true. I've known Percy for about 8 weeks now, and I really want to hit him with a chair.
And I'm Rev. You can find me at Rev Deshane. Andrew can also find me waiting for him in the parking lot after the stream to give him a big hug and a thank you for the delicious cookies and the fun game.
Concrete paved.
Merry Christmas, Rev.
And I'm Kim. You can find me on Twitter at Kim_Dalton or at The Crit Show. Let's be honest. What is The Crit Show? Fantastic question. It's an actual play podcast that plays Monster of the Week and other Powered by the Apocalypse games. New episodes every Wednesday. Get into it. All right. Looking ahead for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, the 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern, is the AMA with the entire cast of The Crit Show. It has been many months since all 5 of us has been available.
Long time.
And so we're all together. We're going to be playing some Jackbox, and I'm very excited to hang out and to hang out with my friends and to hang out with all of you, chat, and A some cues.
Yeah, bring your cues and we will A them.
Yes, exactly. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern is Mystery Detectives. We are doing, I think, part 3 of Nancy Drew Sea of Darkness. We're still in Iceland, so please join us. Bundle up though, because it does get cold. Though we did manage to successfully fix that heater last week, so we are nearing the end of the Nancy Drew games. Megan and I have something special planned in a couple of weeks to sort of send off that portion of Mystery Detectives, but Mystery Detectives will continue. We're just going to be broadening our horizon in terms of games, but stay tuned for more info about that. Next Monday, I better see all of you here at 8 p.m. Eastern for the finale of Star Wars Force and Destiny. Will we reclaim the temple? Will I save my brother? Will I fall again to the dark side? I jumped 51 points in either direction as far as the morality went this time, which was wild.
Dark side at any percent speedrun.
Yeah. It was a lot. Yeah, so please join. I don't know if you can tell, but we're having like the best time doing this game, and I would really love to see just a lot of support and a lot of love as we send off this installment of this Star Wars story. Speaking of this Star Wars story, if you have missed any of this episode, or if you want to rewatch it later or tell your friends about it, this week is a great time to get caught up. This is kind of a slow week as you're waiting for the start of the new year. What better time than to binge a lot of Star Wars Force and Destiny? And you can do that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Crit Show. Go ahead and give that a subscribe. This episode will go live there Thursday. But while you're waiting until Thursday, all of the previous episodes of Star Wars Force and Destiny are up there, as well as all of the other Omniverse Chronicles that we've done, including I Hunt, Masks, Crossroads Carnival, Afterlife Wandering Souls, a whole bunch of really, really good stuff. So it will keep you company this sort of in-between holiday week. Speaking of an AMA, if you are caught up on the main show, we are nearing the end of the current arc for this first half of season 4, and so if you have questions about this first chunk of season 4, we're going to be doing an AMA, and that's going to be going live at the end of January. So send us your questions, and you can do that via our contact form. That's thecritshowpodcast.com/contact, or you can email them to us at thecastthecritshowpodcast.com. Please get those questions in by January 9th so that we've got enough time to record them and put them on the show. What else? Lots of announcements. Hey, you've got 5 days left to vote for us in the Audioverse Awards. We are sitting amongst a nominee, everyone. Rev is up for Best Player Direction for the Crit Show, as well as our Season 3 main cast. Jake, Megan, and Tass are all nominated for Best Player in an Improvised Production, and they are up against some heavy hitters, including, but not limited to, Jeff Goldblum. So please get those votes in. Voting ends January 1st. And we really appreciate your vote. We also really just appreciate even getting this far, because we're in a pond with some very, very big fish, and we really appreciate the Crit Crew coming
very
through for
proud
us.
of that, because the episode that we are nominated for is the Shia LaBeouf episode.
Yeah.
It is the Halloween episode from last year. So yeah,
The actual cannibal, I know him well.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a good episode,
good
too. If you
episode.
haven't, go back and re-listen to that one.
Yeah, that one's very good, very fun. Let's see, just racking my brain. Hey, everyone who's hanging out in chat. You obviously like watching us stream and hanging out, so go ahead and mark your calendars for Sunday, January 16th. Yes! We are making a big professional step for the Crit Show, as well as a great personal step for Rev, trying to have a little more work-life balance in his existence. We are moving the recording studio out of Rev's loft space and into its own office. We are super excited about this. We're going to have 2 rooms, one that's going to be our dedicated recording studio, and one that's going to be a little bit more of like a hangout, like stream space. That does mean that we need a little help in terms of housewarming. So we are going to be having an all-day stream. Rev's calling it a bake sale to try and raise money to afford things like furniture or like a gaming PC so that we can stream from that office. Yes, Andrew.
And we are coming up with a list of incentives and things. We're going to be doing a giveaway every hour that we're streaming, giving away various kinds of swag. We'll also have kind of rewards and stuff for people who donate. We can do whatever we want in this office in the sense of decorating. So we have one wall that is going to be dedicated to the names of everybody who makes a donation to help fill the space.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. We're finalizing all of the things we're going to do, hopefully within the next week.
Yeah.
The little thing that I wanted to say was just a personal little revelation I had. Kim, I think you were there, as it was just the two of us sitting in here before this stream started. I looked down and asked myself out loud, why is there a note on my desk that says send brownies with no other context? And I just realized that's because Rev used the words bake sale last time we were talking about this. So I made a note to myself to send brownies for this
That's very, very
thing
sweet.
that's happening.
Honestly, I think it was T-Rex who suggested the bake sale. Someone in chat said bake sale. Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, so please, we're gonna start that at 12 noon Eastern time on Sunday, January 16th, and we're gonna be streaming for as long as our endurance lasts. So just please hang out with us and celebrate with us as we try to furnish our first crit show apartment. We're growing up and moving out of Dad's house.
Can I say hi? Am I allowed to say hi?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
You wanna come by? Percy is in Indianapolis. You can come by and say hello.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I meant. You think I just think I'm
Yes.
just gonna go on the street
You
and be like,
got-
hi.
Send me a list of some games that you want to play, and we'll pencil
Oh
something.
my
in with you.
gosh! Well, so you heard it here first. Sunday, January 16th, the Crit Show, our first apartment bake sale stream featuring a guest appearance from Percy
Featuring
Davis.
Big Purse.
Yeah, featuring Big Purse Universe.
You're gonna get me. You're gonna get me for like 2 hours because I have to go wrestle an Amish man in Jeffersonville, Indiana. That's not a
totally
bit.
fair.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's also one of the best
I'll
sentences
just
I've ever
drop in
heard.
2, I guess.
Yeah. Will, if you could just fly on out.
Fly over.
Yeah,
and,
no, it's cool. I'll book time off work for that.
All right, that was a lot of announcements, but I think I hit everything. Please vote for us in the Audioverse Awards. Send in your questions for the Urban Shadows arc of season 4. Hang out with us on Sunday, January 16th for the bake sale. That is an advertisement for, oh boy, incredible.
Backwards. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Is that what you're going to be wearing when you show up?
No, I got a brand new set of gear, so
Rebecca says, "Hey Percy, while there's no furniture in the studio, you should wrestle the cast."
We should get Ryan in and you
Yeah.
guys can wrestle.
there you go. I'm about to have y'all run all the spots. Hey, yo, Kim, you ever given a Canadian destroyer?
Nope.
You're gonna.
All right. Well, while we sort that out, I think it's time for all of us to say good night and thank you for hanging out with us. This was a wild episode of this show, but I feel like I say that after every episode. They just keep getting better and better. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you to my fellow castmates, and thank you to all of you for watching and hanging out. We will see you next week for the finale of Star Wars Force and Destiny.
Could we put it off till next year?
Man, I wish.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.